It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we are back season 3. And today, Private Talk, we have Tonio on the couch. Hello.
And we have an audience.
Yes,
That's
we
fire.
do. Do you like that? Private Talk, we put all the stops for all the stars that come here and stop by. Take the time to get to know you a little bit more. I'm excited to get to know you a little bit more, Tonio. We kind of briefly spoke before. I didn't want to, spill all the gems, but what I've liked so far, I found out that you're Puerto Rican, just like me,
Yeah.
I feel like you have a lot of creativity back there of doing all these kinds of things. You said you've been into music, you do all these skits, which you're known for. I feel like you're a little nervous to come on the couch, but don't worry, we're not going to get you in too much trouble.
So let's slow that down. Ain't nobody nervous over here. Look, I'm looking at the. Ain't nobody.
Are you
nervous.
sure, Tonio?
Ain't nobody nervous.
Nobody? Okay. I just want to set the tone. You're just going to feel welcome here at Private Talk. So let's get to know you a little bit more. Tell us what you have been going on. You're doing a TV show right now. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. So, I was living in LA since 2015, 16. And for some reason, like everything that I've done in the last 5 years, everything's coming to me now in 2022. Like by March, I have 4 movies coming out this year, and now I'm working on a TV show.
Amazing.
And all that was secured by March.
Very cool. Did you have? You say like you're kind of like shocked, but I mean there has to be some hard work that you put into doing all these things. They don't just magically come into your lap. Like, can you tell us about how you got to this point where all these great things are happening for you, and starting these movies, a TV show?
Well, when I moved out here, I didn't know a single person. I was living in Miami. For people that don't know, I'm a content creator. I've done stand-up comedy. I'm an actor, and I'm on, the Nick Cannon Wild 'N Out show. I've been on there for 4 seasons. I'm actually the first Latino on the show. So I came out here because I saw all these content creators working with each other, and I was by myself in Miami. So I'm like, I got to be where it's happening at. And I was actually a nurse. So I left my job as a nurse. I talked to my family. I'm like, look, they thought I was crazy. Like, what?
As most family members do when we're like trying to take the leap.
I'm gonna shoot 15-second videos because that's what it was back then. You're gonna shoot 15-second videos. You just literally finish college and you're an RN and this is what you want to do. I was like, yeah.
So you felt that passionate about it, quitting your job, being a nurse, making good money, something that's solid, to just be like, I want to do this.
Yeah, because every day when I wake up to go to work, all I thought about was editing a video or this idea that I had. I just wanted to continue doing that. And while I'm at work, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do as soon as I get home for content. And when I'm home, so work wasn't even, it became a thing that I have to do. And I just made the decision. So, I left and I came over here within 3 hours. Remember, this is my first time in LA. In 3 hours, I'm at Russell Simmons' office shooting videos with strangers. I'm like, this is where I belong. And I stood here for about a week and I went back home. I'm like, yo, because I came here to visit. Went back home, like, nah, I got to go.
That solidified it all for you. You're like, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where, all your creative juices are going to flow to the TikTok, to social media, to all these, people need to see you. I feel like when you have that much creativity inside you, you obviously, like, people around you always know, from your kid, you know what I mean? You just have it or you don't. You know what I mean? And at those times, I think it's really cool to be put in the right places or just following that path. Like you said, I'm going to go visit. You had no idea what was going to happen. But, obviously you made something out of something because look, we're here on the Private Talk couch. So you were coming back. You came back, and what ambitions did you have for coming back into this?
So since I already knew a few people, I came back. And so my objective, right? Because there's a lot of people here. Everyone knew someone. So I knew I wasn't going to out-resource someone, right? Because these people had more than that than me. I wasn't going to be the funniest guy. I wasn't going to be the guy with the best production. What I did have control over was no one was going to outwork me. So I was up every day at 5 a.m, even if I didn't have to be. I'll find out if there's certain people filming at a park. I'll show up to the park and be like, yo, let me hold the camera for you so I can record it for you. That turned into me giving an opinion on how that joke should be said this way, to the point where they're like, yeah, you're right. Then from there, I'm in the video. And then from being in the video, since whenever they would shoot, I would always be there. I was the most reliable person. Hey, call Tonio. He always shows up. Then it got to the point where I started throwing shoot parties at my house. And then I called the big boys like the King Batch and Daystorm. And since I provided value to them, they were like, of course, Tonio will pull up. Then it just got to the point where I became that guy that they would ask me for ideas or like, hey, Tonio, you got anything going on? And you know, in no time I was adopted by the bigger people that always been working with each other and became one of them.
How did that make you feel? From like, did you have that aha moment where you kind of saw the shift kind of change? And
Uh, now you don't really see it till people just start like,
because it's like about respect. It's
yeah,
putting respect on your name. And like you said, we knew you're the most reliable. But again, LA's like, you know, there's so many influencers, there's so many content creators, but it's, you know, everybody has their own lane, but it's like, how hard are we all going to work for it? And, you know, you're putting your integrity and your name and
mm,
all these things on the line, that shows for something. So having those big names in the room with you to respect you, to come up
yeah.
and show, because time is money and we
There,
all want to have something, you know what I mean? So it's
there
like, you
was an
have to
aha
have,
moment when I threw my birthday party and everybody came. Like, I mean,
so who's
everybody.
everybody? Tell us
I mean,
this
everybody.
list of
You have
everybody.
the Daystorm, Leanne V, Lele Pons, King Batch. I'm even close friends with Michael B. Jordan. So those people, the Anwar, those people to me were people I looked up to.
Mm. And
And
they're
to have a
celebrating your
moment,
life.
yeah, they were there celebrating my life. They took time out their own, you know. That's when I realized, as a matter of fact, somebody came up to me and said, "Who are you?" You know,
And it's
that's
your
when
birthday party?
yeah. So we did it at Dave and Buster's.
Okay.
You know, they had lick over there, yeah. But and she came up to me like, "Who are you?" She was surprised the amount of people, the type of people that came to my birthday party, and that was maybe the aha moment. Like, oh,
Okay, I kind of made it, you know?
yeah.
This feels comfortable now.
Yeah. Another aha moment was I'm in Hawaii filming with Kevin Hart, you know, and I'm using his production team. He only picked 10 people in the whole world. In his eyes, he picked the 10 best creators. He flew to Hawaii to do something different, to market his next movie differently. And I was the first one that he picked.
That's
You know, so
amazing.
that was another aha moment.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I like, you know, seeing things like that happen to people who are hard workers. You know, it's one of those things, like you said, you show up, you're consistent, you know, you don't, you know, always know what you're doing, but you figure it out.
Yeah. Fake
You
it till
know?
you make it.
That's fun. That's good though. You know, that's really inspiring to see. Is there something, having all that said, like you said, you show up every day in the morning. Is there some kind of mantras that just kind of keep you in line to keep those regimens in place for you?
Yeah, growing up poor. It, from where I was in foster homes, and these are things that I never forget. So
Mm.
every time I reach a new milestone in my life, I don't get caught up in that. I feel like I have to continue working harder so I don't ever lose it, because I don't ever want to be what I was when I was growing up.
Okay.
You know, so that's what keeps me in check.
But as far as like mantras, like something day to day that you do you wake up and do you meditate? Do you, you know,
Oh,
do you
I just
reflect on, like, you know,
I
things
just get
you
up early.
pray?
I
Do
just
you
get up
just
early.
you just get up early?
And that's my thing. Yeah. If I have nothing to do, even if I'm out, I got drunk, I got lit, I'm up early. I'm
early.
up. I'm up.
The early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, I'm up.
Are you
just
going to
figuring it
bed
out.
late too? Because you know you're putting time in. You're, you know,
Yeah.
you're a creator. You're doing all these things.
Yeah, I go to bed late. You know, sometimes. So when I went to Miami and LA, two completely different cities.
Facts.
Here, you have to try not to work. In Miami, you have to figure out like I have to
try
work.
to work.
To work, because there's
I
so
know
much
that
going
feeling.
on. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up. I go out.
FOMO. That's why honestly I haven't made a full move there, is because I'm like, I have so much fun, but the hours of going out is really difficult, because for people who do work,
Yeah.
and you're, you know, for me, I'm my own boss, yes, but I have like 4 or 5 different projects that I'm doing. So, you know, my time is reliable on certain things. So I really not my own boss at certain times, but it's hard to like manage your time when you're out there, you know, and it's
Yes.
like you're sleeping during the day, all the hours are off, and then it's like they're waking up and doing it again. They're partying at 7, 8 in the morning, like still going.
Listen, 2 weeks ago, it's Tuesday. A yacht picked us up. Me, a couple guys, maybe 20 girls. We jump on the yacht to party all the way to the club. The yacht dropped us up to the club. We're at the club, another bottle, we're drinking. Back on the yacht to drink again, to go party in the middle of the ocean so they get dropped back off. That's just Tuesday.
luxury problems you have over here, Tonio.
No,
Private
this
talk.
a yacht.
Do you hear this?
A yacht just picks us up. Like, they do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a party
There's just
thing.
a man with a yacht just picking people
There's
up.
a dude
Not
with a yacht.
the average person has these things happen, Tonio. You do, because it seems that you've done your work. You've worked hard. You've met the right people to put you.
But the average girl can join. If you're the average girl, just DM me. We outside.
So you're single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, I'm single. I'm outside.
Single. You're outside.
I'm
so
outside.
Explain to Private Talk what outside really means.
Outside. So for you people in relationships.
For you people.
Yeah, you're not going to understand.
You got to like the East Coast. Use people.
For use people, you're not going to understand this. But when we outside, it means we are free from negativity, free from having to check in with somebody, free from waking up and not feeling stupid by somebody else. We outside, meaning we free, we're having fun and just living our lives. We outside.
No regrets.
None
regrets.
Yeah.
But you'll take them all down.
What? Take what down?
Because you're outside, but you have to be like outside aiming for something, right? Or looking for ladies. You said you're outside.
Yeah, we outside.
Doesn't outside incorporate having you seeking ladies or entertaining ladies in this environment?
Always.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. So we're taking them all down.
Taking them all down.
We're selective, but we are taking them down.
Taking them down. What's the craziest? Have you had like some crazy fan slide into your DMs and like say something to you that really got your attention?
Oh, yeah. But I know this one. But I was in New York. I was hosting in New York. And I remember, I'm just, whatever, whenever you host a club, you post about it. You post about it or whatever. So cool. So I'm in the club. I remember it's like about 12:30. I'm sitting down waiting for more people to come in. They just serve the drinks. And I'm checking my DMs. And this girl was straight to the point. I swear to you, I've never encountered a girl doing this. She goes,
"You feel violated?"
At the time. so she goes, "Hey, I see that you're in New York. Can I fuck you before you leave?"
Oh.
Just shout out.
So that's a turnoff for you?
I mean, it depends what she looked like.
What did she look like? Was she not in
Nah, she wasn't. Nah.
So if it was a 1 to 10, was it on the like?
If it was an Alexis, I'm like, what's your address?
But we're not always Alexises out there. I'm sorry, Private Talk.
Yeah.
I've not DM'd anybody yet and asked them to like have sex. I'm not that forward, not to make this about me, but I'm not that forward, but I sometimes really feel like I don't use my DMs as much as I should. But then it's also like, I'm very old school fashioned. Like I want someone.
We know you don't use your DMs. I DM'd you 5 years ago. 5 years ago to work with you. I didn't DM you with no craziness. I'm like, hey, Alexis, I would love to film a skit with you.
Do you know how many people say, hey, Alexis, let's film a skit with me?
But back then.
But how do I know what it is? And honestly, like I said prior to, because we
I'm verified.
casually had this conversation, but I don't follow you. And back then it was harder to find DMs from people that you didn't follow because they didn't pop up. And for someone like myself, I really don't pay attention to the DMs, especially at the time, especially 5 years ago.
You're right.
I was living my best life. I'm still living my best life. But at the time, like I traveled so much. So like I post stuff, but I don't really have time to like sit on there. Like even when I post, like I'll check the first 5-10 minutes, who's looking at my stuff right away. And then I'll wait for a while. Like I'm not searching on there. Like
I get it.
So, but let's talk about this. So you said 5 years ago you DM'd me, but you didn't know who I was.
I know who you were.
But did you watch any of my movies?
Yeah, I know who you. I DM'd you for a reason.
Well, no, because you said
I didn't watch your podcast.
When we had this conversation prior to, so a little preface here. Let's not Miss Texas crazy. You said that you met this chick. I mean, you can say her name or not. I don't know. This porn girl. And you either did a skit with her or something, whatever. And then you said, I should start doing stuff with porn people. And I thought you just said that because I had a big name is why you reached out. You didn't make it insinuate that you just were a fan. Because I said, oh, so you were a fan. You're like, well, not really, is what you said. Right or wrong? Were you just being a cool guy? You didn't want to show your poker face?
No. I didn't think you understood. Like, no, if somebody knows you, how are they not a fan of you?
Because people just know who I am. If you're reaching out for work, you wanted to use my name to be like a content trait.
No.
So that to me doesn't mean that you, like you said, for
let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. Listen, I'm looking directly at the camera.
I want the truth.
That's what the fuck
I'll give you the truth.
Alexis, far from me. Hold on, we got it.
Alexis, I am a fan of you. Period. So
ass.
when you think of
one of the two,
when you think of back then, right? When you think of even now, I don't know, but back then for me, when you think of porn stars or you watch it, you have the premium girls, right? Alexis, you were that premium girl. Then you had the little bullshit girls here and there, whatever. They ain't Alexis, but all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So when you watch a porn star girl,
busting anyways.
Huh?
You're still busting anyways.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they're not the Alexis. You know what I mean? Like
the premier cum is saved for those special ladies, guys. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
You only get half a shot if you're not.
When you look up a girl like girl that's similar to Alexis, all right, cool.
Do people search that?
I don't know.
I'm asking you like because the people,
they see,
I don't know.
because there's only X amount of videos, right? I guess there's only X amount of videos that's out there, right? So if they finish watching all your shit, let me find somebody that looks like her so I can find a different scene.
But why couldn't you just recycle? I have people who recycle. I have people to this day that still tell me that they watch my stuff. Like
I got busy.
I'm not outing you. I'm not saying.
I'm just saying.
So you said girls that look like Alexis. Got it. That's what you're on your search engine.
Not my search engine, but just go to Alexis.
Is that old school term, search engine? I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, no, it's still
in your history.
No, we're still in the.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
The best advice I've ever gotten. Best advice I've ever gotten was, what was it? Somebody told me to appreciate where I am because there's someone in the hospital right now praying to be in the position you're in. And that holds so much weight because it doesn't matter how bad things go or anything that I go through, at the end of the day, there's someone right now praying to be in the position that I'm in right now. So, it humbles me. What is one subscription that you just cannot live without? One subscription I cannot live without? Mm-hmm. Alexis Tessa's OnlyFans. Let me stop. No.
Do you have my OnlyFans subscription?
You know, I've never paid for an OnlyFans ever.
So you just steal them? Because I know that there's a site out there that steals them. I've been informed. Don't you worry.
Fellas, I ain't gonna say nothing.
There's nothing that I can do about it.
Fellas, I won't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. So you're a part of this free porn squad,
No,
huh?
No. I don't know. I'm not an OnlyFans guy.
You're not an OnlyFans guy.
I got OnlyFans. Subscribe to me. Shit.
What do you on your OnlyFans?
I do comedy though. Yeah.
You do comedy?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's OnlyFans is different. That's why it's OnlyFans is which is cool because everyone thinks like, oh, it's just porn, even though we were the first pioneers for it. Let's not get it twisted. But what I do and I've learned to appreciate over the years and having people on the couch that have OnlyFans that aren't in my business too is that it gives a place for content creators to do your own type of thing without having such a middleman. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we have to have a platform to have, things on there, but it just gives you like, it could be anything from working out to comedy to
a cooking show
or whatever. And that's to me, I think is fascinating about the site and, and people, other sites kind of emulating them as well is it just gives you a place to see it all on like in your own vision. And that's what I think is kind of cool about the creator aspect of the site. Yeah.
OnlyFans was genius.
So you even having one, you don't have any subscriptions.
No.
So what subscription can you not live without? There has to be something. There has to be
one subscription I can't.
Music.
I can't live without. It would be my Netflix subscription.
Netflix. You're a Netflix and chill kind of guy?
Yeah. Do
you lure girls over since you're single to be like Netflix and chill? And do you actually watch the movie? Or are you straight to chill?
Nah. So when I was younger, Netflix and then hopefully make the move. I'm older now, so it's just like, yo, you trying to fuck or nah? Like, and not disrespectfully. It's
so
just
you watch
like,
Netflix after?
If there's time, yeah.
Do you cuddle?
Depends on the girl.
Big spoon or little spoon?
I want the truth. I ain't spooning. I mean, I don't. It happens.
Why are you stuttering, Tonio?
It happens. It's not something I plan or I can definitively say like, oh yeah, it always happens. No, it happens.
So someone's definitely made you the little spoon.
Ain't nobody made me no little spoon ever.
You like?
I don't know why.
You just let
the cameraman in the back is laughing over there.
You allowed it to happen because he's been a little spoon for sure.
You trying to spoon my brother?
He's been a little spoon.
All right, cool. Wait, you been a little spoon? How does that make you feel?
He feels secure.
Nah.
Look, now you're gonna try it the next time. But I already know you've been a little spoon. You're trying to lie.
I've never been a little spoon. I didn't even understand it, but now from what you're saying, so like mean like when they're holding you.
Yeah.
Nah, I've never been. Why I'm gonna be a little spoon? Like,
because sometimes people just like to be held.
I'm good.
After a good nut, like, you know, you want to be held.
No, I don't want to be held.
What, you want him to go and leave Uber? Like,
no,
what's going on?
It depends on the girl. But no.
What are your rules to date, Tonio? You have a roster.
My rules to date?
Yeah, or whatever you're doing with these ladies. You're like, depends on which one. Depends on which one. You have all these rules. Can we know some of them? So what does it take? Let's back up. Since I feel like you don't know what your rules consistently are because you're not actively dating one person. What would it take for someone, since you have not been a little spoon, to get to that level, to making you comfortable enough to feel supported by someone giving you that energy?
So look, I live in Miami. Things are already different over there. So usually is, first of all, the girl.
Because you're dating strippers, bottle girls. What's
no,
different?
Because in Miami it's different. Girls go to Miami to make mistakes and regrets. And we are those mistakes, and I happen to be those mistakes.
Girls go to Miami to make those mistakes.
What? Yes.
What do you mean?
So listen, my circle of friends, right? The people I frequent with, one is a club promoter, the other one's a DJ. So they're in the nightlife.
So y'all are definitely taking down bitches.
Yeah, I mean they are. I'm selective.
Why do you what is like if you had long hair, I could just have pictured you making it flow like I'm selective. Look, Fabio, relax over there. Not Tonio. We're gonna call you Fabio for the rest of the show. Okay, so look,
to be honest, like if I'm outside, that means I am not in a relationship with nobody. There's nobody waking up thinking like, oh my God, I'm talking to the person.
Nobody right now that would assume.
No one.
Okay.
No, and there's not one single person.
Do you text someone on the regular that's out there that's, maybe?
No,
there
isn't. There isn't. Right now, I'm literally focused on my work. I was in a relationship a year ago.
Okay.
And,
it's still fresh.
Yeah. That's why that's why I've been going out so much or whatever. But back then, I was taking it serious. I've never cheated on a girl. I legit never cheated on a girlfriend.
Has a girlfriend cheated on you?
Yes. Tonio Skits was created from that.
Oh, you got your heart broken?
Yeah, and that was my first time ever experieing that type of pain. I thought I was too smart to get cheated on.
It's not fun. I will say, again, being in someone who did adult films and, thinking I'm such a sexual person, I myself too thought I would never get cheated on or whatever. When I got cheated on, I was devastated. I was like, I just was very blindsided. So I feel that because it's like when you give someone that energy, like the same respect, you just want that too. So when it's like trust is broken, it's just you see people in a different light.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that over time you develop things where it's like it's not all people, but it's like there are tendencies of people, so you know what to look out for a little bit more now.
Yes.
At least in my experience.
Yes.
But
it's just that type of pain that I experienced, like I was completely in love with her. And like in my head, I already had the next 10 years planned out, like how we're gonna do things or whatever. And then when she did that, I felt lost. Like, wow, I had this whole thing planned out. Like, what?
Do you still talk today?
No. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. So after that happened, I waited maybe a week. And I swear I was at a point where if she would have been like, yo, I'm sorry, I would have been like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. Instead, I get one of my friends sends me a picture from Facebook. She's in the Bahamas with the dude that's cheating on me with.
A week later, 7 days. So that was already set up.
Yeah. So that something happened to me, like something clicked. And actually, my first video I ever made was about her. Now, I wasn't petty. I didn't tag her or say her name, but if you knew, you knew. I had 634 followers. And she found out about it. I made a funny video about being cheated on. She texted me, yo, why you talking shit? So I made 9 more. And because of that, doing videos became therapeutic for me. So I just kept doing videos about other things and blew up from it, right? So now, I moved to LA. It's been almost 2.5 years. I'm already in LA. I'm everywhere on social media. I'm doing millions of views. She works because we met in school. We were in nursing school. So she's a nurse. Where she works at, there's girls in there talking about me. Yo, Tonio, they don't know that she's the girl, So she couldn't get rid of me. And then one day she just randomly, I go to Miami to visit and I ran into her in the mall. And she goes, oh, how you doing? Whatever. She kind of gave me like an indirect apology. And that was that. I don't know. Months later, something happened. She broke up with who she was with. She just called me, whatever. I'm like,
Drunk and
yo,
calling you.
I'm like,
Drunk
yeah.
calls your ex.
I'm like, come to LA. She's no, I don't know. I'll buy your ticket. Don't worry about it. I flew to LA. We had sex, and I said bye.
Was that what you were waiting for?
No, but
you
it's
you
not
have
something I
this sly
planned.
look on your face, like you like premeditatedly
No, I
knew
didn't. I had no idea. I was
that
too
you
hurt
were
to
gonna
think that
fuck
way.
her
No.
and then never talk to her again.
Nah, I was too hurt to think that way.
So
as I evolved, as I was able to heal from that and move on and do other things, she just randomly like hits me up or whatever. I felt safe enough, like, cause there was no more hurt in me. I can, you know what? I'll see her again and we'll probably have sex one more time, but I want to show her what she lost. That's the feeling I had. So I showed her, and that was that.
So my answer is yes. You
no
may
more
not
than
have
that.
intentionally believed that, but for you yourself too, is like, I feel like I'm a believer of people, like things come back into your life to either show you a lesson or to see that you got over something in a lesson.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And so I feel like things come repeatedly the same way over and over again in time to see if you've really learned that lesson, or you need to be shown again how you need to like change in what direction that needs to be for you
like
moving
that.
forward.
Yeah, I like
so
that.
You know what I mean? I think that intentionally you may not have had bad thoughts, but you also still were heartbroken, and not that moment, but that was your final revenge. Is because you knew she
or
still
closure.
Well, I mean, call
Revenge
it
is such
call
a
it what
strong
you
word.
will. Call it what you will. 3 things that you look for in a partner. If you were gonna find somebody to make you, like, if you're out wild being crazy, and there would be that one girl who could like lock you down. Do you have 3 things you're looking for in a partner?
Highly interested in me, right? I really don't. If you're not highly interested in me, I'm not.
You're not playing games.
We're
You're not
just vibing.
chasing.
Yeah, we'll just vibe or whatever. I'm not looking at you like that. So if you're highly interested in me, is very important. Someone who's family oriented. I really like that. And someone that is not afraid to experiment sexually, like, or just be open with stuff. Like, don't be boring. Like, just you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's boring to you? Like somebody that's like lays there, or like what's this?
No, that's boring to anybody. You just lay there. That's just weird. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, some people I've been told do that. Like,
no,
because
that's
it's
rape.
like, I mean, I don't think that. I mean, it's consensual, but
I don't know. You just laying there, like, yo, you good? Every 5 minutes, you got.
Why are you looking at me like I just lay there? Hello, I'm just saying that is.
Imagine in real life, you actually just lay there. You just perform on camera the way you do, but you actually, it's just trash.
You know what's really funny is
Alexis,
like one
Texas?
time I was with this person, and it was like almost like that. Like he was just like didn't do nothing. He was just looking at me like, and I'm like, what's going on here? Can you participate? Like, I know it's hard, but like, let's get it going.
He was shocked or something.
I don't really know.
Deer in a headlight situation, like, yo, is shit happening right now?
I don't know.
Is it really you?
Maybe.
Has that happened?
I hope
like
not.
Somebody like they know like it's you, and they're like they can't perform.
On camera, it has, but not. But not. But not in my personal life. I tend to like. For me, it's really hard to sexually be open to like people. Like for me, I guess not sexually be open to people. That's not the right phrase. For me, it's like because of who I am, I have a lot of walls up sexually when it comes to partners in my personal life, because it's like, who are you trying to be with? Alexis, Texas, or Alexis?
Ooh,
and for me, it's the middle ground of there is Alexis, Texas in me. Obviously, that's a part of my persona.
Yeah.
But it's also, are you fucking the porn star and I want that part, or you want all of me? And I'm at the stage in my life that if you don't want all of me, I don't want none of you. And I'm not trying to practice. I'm not trying to whatever. I'm open to new things with a partner, but it has to be equal. I just it's just that's what it is.
So hold on. I mean, you how long you been doing this? This is season 3 right now?
This is season 3.
You spent 3 seasons questioning people. Nobody question you. So tell me,
do question
are you dating anyone?
I just don't really answer all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Are you dating anyone?
It's my show.
Are you dating anyone?
If you were an avid watcher of Private Talk, you would know I do talk about my dating life quite often. I am not dating one particular person. I am dating in general, which is difficult.
So what makes a man stand out for you?
what makes this man stand out for me? Consistency. I think consistency, vulnerability, I think being able to give me time and energy that I deserve. And I think that I'm just in a place in my life where I'm very in tune with what I want for my next chapter, and the boundaries that I've set in stone for my life. And yeah, I'm just exploring to see kind of what that brings into my life.
Marriage? You believe in marriage?
I'm in this free flowing state of like what's already is happening for me is already set in stone, and so I'm just kind of just trying to coast along and enjoy that and not question things, which I've had in the past. Yes, I have been married before. I'm divorced.
No, but okay. Well, do you still consider
Am
marriage?
I open to marriage? I am open to marriage. I think I was just married to the wrong person.
Yeah.
For me, I think that because I was married before, I only wanted to be married once.
Yeah.
And getting over that, even though it was my decision, was really difficult for a long time. And I think that until this last couple of years that I really processed a lot of things that I kind of just didn't deal with. With that being said, is like I just have a lot more requirements for me to get to that level to be with someone, to be in that state again. But I would be married.
Cool. Understood.
Yes. Most embarrassing sexual experience.
Most embarrassing sexual experience.
Could you ever not perform?
Nah. I think that's normal. It's happened with girl I was with for like 4.5 years. I remember a few times, like I don't know, it just wasn't, But embarrassing, I remember I picked up this girl from my room. I picked her up from my room and carried her to the living room. And then when I put it down, I farted. Oh shit. Because the way I bent down to drop, like bring it down, I farted. Like, what do you do after that? Like, there's a moment where we both just stop and thinking like, did this just happen? And then I just continue fucking like it didn't happen. But I remember the look on her face because she thought it was her. And we just did like, all right.
So you just kept going.
Yeah.
Kept going.
Yeah.
Shower sex or car sex?
Car sex.
Why'd you have to think about that?
I don't
know. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Do I have a celebrity crush?
If there was like someone out there that just came up to you, didn't matter what situation you were in, if you saw them, you would just like drop everything and be like, yep, I'm your man.
Oh, J-Lo. She could get it yeah. You could be J-Lo, you could be 65.
She just got engaged, re-engaged to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I waited out.
Wildest place you've ever had sex?
On a roof when it was raining.
On a roof when it was raining.
Yeah.
All right. Biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve? Oh my God. People that text you and you respond quickly and they don't text back. Like, why'd you text me?
Where'd you go?
Like, why did you text me?
Oh, I did that to someone. Someone's probably pissed at me right now.
I think people who smoke a lot of weed do that.
Are you targeting me as I'm just saying this joint right now?
I just think like you be so high, you just like whatever. Like, did I just text it? No,
well, in fairness, mine was because I got it in the car, so I was trying to I'm not trying to do too much, and then I hit traffic, and I was like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, it could wait. Yeah. And then I do smoke weed, and then I do forget, and then I'm like, oh, well, like some things need to be answered, and some things don't. It depends on the time.
Also, inconsistency. It's like, oh, you control that. Why? Like, just keep it 100. Like, what?
Who hurt you?
A lot.
All right. What's the last time you cried and why?
A few months ago, my brother passed away. That made me cry. Yeah.
5 things on your bucket list.
5 things on my bucket.
You have a bucket list.
You should have sent me this so I could be prepared. Like,
it's off the top. Like,
okay, fine. So 5 things.
Give me 3.
I'll give you. Film my first Netflix movie that I wrote and I'm the star of. Right. Okay. Hopefully by June it'll be done. 5 things on my bucket list. So that's 1. Do a skit with you.
Oh, I'm added to the list, guys.
I'm 5 years in, so like it's got to happen.
Your dedication,
I came to your show, come to mine.
Look,
Boom.
Now we're
there
fighting.
you go.
I felt like there was going to be like a requirement when you said yes to the show, but I was willing to take it.
Nah, I wanted to show you that I'll do your stuff, and if you want to do mine, it's cool. That's how I do it. I don't be like, yo, I'll do it if you do this. Like, I don't do that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, this you have a great thing going on, and I'm happy to be here. So
appreciate it.
Even if we don't film, I'm still grateful. I'm here.
But you don't worry, don't cry. I don't want you to cry.
So that's 2. Number 3, I want to direct my own movie where I'm not an acting on it. So because I have a 5 to 10 year plan. Within 7 years, I want to be directing big movies. Right? That's what I have the vision for that, and I'm really fucking good.
Yeah.
But I just wrote 4 movies. One of them just got picked up by Netflix, so I'm in the process of, you know what I'm saying, working that out.
Congrats.
But I just want to focus on the acting and that craft for the next 5 to 7 years, and then cross over to directing. That's the plan. So I mean, those are 3 things. Bucket list. I definitely want to go to Egypt, like, and see the pyramids. I gotta see the pyramids. And I want to, this is if I'm still single. Never mind, it's not for the show.
I want the truth.
Okay, bet. I just want to have a random threesome in an exotic city that I know nobody and we don't know. They don't know me. I don't know them. It just happens because the vibes are right.
How is this not the fucking show? Tonio? This is the right show to tell private talk.
I was
private, intimate details.
And I was just playing.
So you've never had a threesome?
I have.
So then you just want to be in a foreign place where nobody knows anything. Well, you're just going to show up, and that's your fantasy, to be serviced by these 2 ladies.
Yeah.
Why not add like 6 if it's a fantasy?
I don't know, because
is that too many
but not
handle?
Shit that's not paid for. You know what I mean? Like just like
genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is a lot to not be paid for.
Yeah, you got somewhere. You got to pay
Someone's
something.
Paying
Someone's paying something. It ain't me.
Oh, have you ever had sex more than 6 times in a day?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why do you chuckle like that? What's your number?
Because it was wild. Like,
what was your number?
So I was younger, way younger, and like there's different girls I was messing with. It happened that way, right? So one girl's like, "Yo, I want to see you." It's like 1:00 in the afternoon. Then somebody else, I go over there. It happens or whatever. But yeah, it's happened. I think the number was 5. I don't think it was 6. It was at least 5. It was just one day. I mean, I was like 23 years old. Yeah.
What makes you smile the most?
Family.
Nice.
Like when we're all together, because it's so hard. But when we're all together, I'm at the happiest.
What's one luxury that you do that you treat yourself?
Nothing.
You don't have a luxury?
I've never taken a vacation.
Nothing?
I've never taken a vacation.
Never. You don't have like shoe collection. You got some like fly shoes on. You don't do jewelry. You don't do houses. Nothing.
No. No.
You're like, no. Okay, maybe you should think about that because
I take care of my family. I take care of my dad in Dominican Republic. So
but there's little things that you need that don't have to be big. Price tickets to do.
Cologne.
But
I'm
even just having like a relaxing day.
Nah, I don't know.
Go to the beach. Read a book. Like zen out. How creatives have to recharge.
Yeah, I have never done that, and it's something I have to work on.
Food for thought from Miss Texas.
Yeah, I have to work on that. Yeah.
What is the biggest life lesson you have learned?
Biggest life lesson. Tomorrow is just not promised, That's the life lesson I've learned. Growing up in poor family, and then I lost my mom when I was 15. So I had to grow up quick. I had to be a man. I had to learn how to pay the lights at 15 years old. Like what company or what's FP&L or I don't know, whatever. But that tomorrow's not promised. So that really keeps me grounded. It's just never a dick to people or I'm never mean, but that's something that I've learned. And then about 7 years ago, I was in a motorcycle accident. I died. I was gone. I had spinal surgery. I got right now 10 screws in a bar in my spine, in my thoracic spine. And during the operation, one of my lungs collapsed and I flatlined. I was gone for 22 seconds. And then, it brought me back. So experiencing a life lesson would be like losing your freaking life and getting another chance. And after the hospital situation is when the ex-girlfriend thing happened. So all of that created.
It's like a rebirth.
Yeah. Created Tonio Skits.
Very cool. All right. Well, that's I feel like a really great place to end. We're going to
we're ending?
Well, we're going to take a little break.
No.
And then we're going to play Truth with Texas.
Truth with I just said all my truth.
No, we got a little bit more. It's a little, I was warming you up with like some things, but
shit.
I think we need to take a shot before we do this. And yes, right. We're going to take a little break and then we're going to play my favorite, Truth with Texas. All right, Private Talk, we are back and ready to play my favorite game, Truth with Texas. Tonio, you weren't nervous before, but now you're really nervous. You already had a warm up. I think, I think you'll be fine. You're thinking too much about it. All right. So, Truth with Texas is we have 4 aces here. Each different ace suit is a different type of question. We're going to go through each of the cards. I'll ask you a couple of questions, and then you can ask Miss Texas a question, even though I already let you kind of already ask me some questions earlier. All right, okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, first card. Let us know what it is. Go, gadget arm.
Ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs is a kinky question.
All right.
Why does your face look like that? All right. Favorite time of day to have sex? Are you a morning person?
Oh, that's easy. I'm a morning person. Like if
you answered that real.
If I catch you in the morning, it's over for you. Like so that morning, I be, you know what I'm saying? Like I go in, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like I'm the strongest, if you may.
So question then, since you say you're single and you're in these streets, how does did they stay over so you get the morning sex, or do you only invite them in the morning to have morning sex when you're partying in Miami at 9 a.m.? So, what's happening over there, Tonio?
Well, drunk sex is kind of different from regular morning sex. But no, if it happens, everybody don't deserve the morning sex.
Okay.
They don't.
Who deserves it? You haven't found her yet?
The girl I like.
Who's the girl you like?
I haven't met her yet.
Have you ever been caught masturbating? You can put the card up there.
No. Not that I remember. No.
No?
No. I didn't really have a childhood.
No girlfriend. Nobody ever walked in on you and was no friend when you were staying over at their house.
No. That's messed up. No, you can stay in my crib. It's okay. Next morning. Oh, my bad. See, that's something we can shoot. That's a good idea.
You're welcome.
It's so weird.
You're welcome. So you do all these different skits, but do you role play in the bedroom, or have you?
Yeah, I have with my ex.
What were you?
Well, we made a porn skit, because
was this for at home use only?
Yeah, only at home. Yeah, okay. I made a skit making fun of porn, right? Because sometimes they be having cheesy lines like she'll knock on the door, she goes, "Hey, my water, she's in the top, my water ran out. Can I shower in your place?" Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? And then so I did one of those for fun,
So you created your own porn scenario.
Yeah, I did.
Is this because the director and you really wanted to get off on multiple levels?
I just wanted, I guess. I just wanted to have fun with my girl.
Do you still masturbate to this video?
No.
Did you throw it away?
No. It's somewhere. It's
archived.
Yeah, it's archived.
Do you like dirty talk, yes or no?
Yes.
Favorite sex toy?
I don't have any.
Why do you look like that? You're supposed to. You don't have to have one, but maybe you like to play with your partner, like a vibrator.
Yeah,
thing.
but
have you ever?
Yes, that happened one time with this Brazilian girl. She introduced me to that, right? Because I'm like, what?
A cock ring vibrator or just a vibrator?
A vibrator.
Okay.
I was like, what? All you need is me. That's
the Puerto Rican in you.
Yeah. But until we did it, and I'm
pretty sure.
Oh, it's not. I don't look at it as a threat. It's an assistant. And that's when I'm like, yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna have them lying around hey, oh yeah, I was using this with the last girl, so I'm gonna use it with you. So no, I don't have that lying around.
I didn't think you had them lying around. I was saying if you had a favorite sex toy to use with a partner. Some people like to be, a little adventurous. No one says you got to come with the whole tool belt of fucking armor to come show up for the fucking job.
I'll come with a trench coat. What do you need?
She might not like it. She may fall in love. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, next card. Ace of
Diamonds.
Ooh, diamonds. It's a spicy question.
Oh, fuck.
We're all a little spicy, as you can tell. Do you have you said you'd never had, you had a threesome. It just wasn't, do you have a fantasy threesome?
No.
You haven't pictured you have a director mindset. You've never envisioned your own threesome?
I mean, yeah, but no.
What was happening? Tell us a little bit more.
I've had, I can't think of one that
Nothing? Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Yes.
Why do you sound look happy about that? Most people are like, that happens? You're like, absolutely. Tell us about it.
Well, so I met the Brazilian girl, right?
Mm-hmm. They love to fuck.
Yes, right? So after the first time we had sex, she gave me one of those, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been looking for. You're the size I want. And then, so she didn't want no relationship. She was just like, listen, we're both in LA.
Was that an insert on purpose? No pun intended?
No, well, there was.
You're the size I want, puppy.
No, there's a reason. No, that's what she said. That's what she told me.
Okay.
But it goes to the story because I guess that's what she was looking for, right? She just wanted to have sex with one person. This is LA, so it's like she didn't want a relationship, but she wanted everything.
This is where the laying there, it comes in.
No.
Most girls
No, she was fired. No, she was fired. But in LA, people don't really do relationships, but they do. It's so weird. This is, anyway, so I had sex with her, and then, it was great. And then we realized, she only lives 4 minutes from me. And then, so whatever, she's like, oh, I'll come over tomorrow. So we did it again. And then the next day, I think I went to her house. And then, she just wanted to do it 2 times a day. It got to 2 times a day. Then she wanted to do it 3 times a day. It just got to the point where I had to start, lying that I'm working because I'm like, I got shit to do. I can't fuck you all day. I literally got shit to do. And
then, why couldn't you fuck her all day? Because you couldn't, you just don't have the time, or you just
I literally don't.
Could not do it physically.
No, it was listen. So I write, direct, and shoot all my own content. Right, I edit all my own content. So I have people come over. I'll do shoot parties where there's a lot of people coming over. I'm directing all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I do in order to put the work out.
Yeah, that
was interfering with that. She just wanted to continue fucking, and I'm like you. She has her job. She's like a.
I love how you're so the way you say it, she keeps fucking you're so intimidated by the fucking.
No, it's just, it was so much.
It's because it's yes, the beginning part it's fun, but there has to set boundaries because people have lives. You can't just fuck all the time.
Nah, and her English wasn't even that good, so I can't set boundaries with her. She wasn't winning. She just wanted to fuck. So I had to lie, and then sometimes I just maybe leave I came so I can get to work, right? Because in my apartment when I was living here, I had what do you call those things when there's you have rooms and then you have a loft. So my loft was upstairs like that. And I just make believe I came so I can go and work. Cause she just want to fuck.
So you did it all the time?
No, not all the time, but yeah.
Did she believe it?
Yeah, she believed it.
Can you show us what that was like?
What do you mean?
What's your fake O face?
No, I'll make sure she's turned around so she don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
But do you make a noise, or you just oh yeah, I came?
Yeah, nah. What I did was, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Listen. So what I did was, she's turned around. I'll spit in my hand. I'm like, oh, and then I came on her, so she has no idea. Let's not come and spit. And I'm like, we're done. I gotta go upstairs.
We're done. Good job, honey. Tapped her on the ass and she was good. She was satisfied.
Yeah, she'll lay down and go to sleep or whatever. But she wakes up and wants more dick, and that didn't last long. So
you just blocked her.
No, I didn't block her. We're still cool. She actually found someone, and she's engaged. So that's cool. For her. Yeah.
Have you ever called someone the wrong name during sex?
Never.
Never.
Ever.
Is there anything off limits in the bedroom?
Yeah, my ass.
Why do you say it like I'm supposed to know?
I punch. No, you're not supposed to know that.
Why are you yelling at me, Tonio?
No, I'm just saying my ass. Like, don't.
So no one can lick it, no one can touch it, no one can put a finger in it, no one can do any of that.
Nah, I ain't with that.
Have you ever had that happen and you know you don't like it, or you're just totally just against it?
Listen, Alexis. Stop. Next question. Yo, you looking at me, cameraman looking at me like, yep, she does this. Welcome to the setup.
All right, next card. Ace of
Spade.
Ooh, that's our favorite here at Private Talk. It's a naughty question.
Okay.
I love to look at your facial expression after every time I tell you what the category is. Oral sex, sloppy or clean?
Sloppy.
Sloppy. Ever made a woman squirt?
Yes.
How was that experience? You seem like you liked it.
No.
You jumped up in excitement.
No, because I associate that with I think because I made her squirt, she just became psycho. And she became one of those people, no, she made my life. So when I moved to LA, you know, I get booked.
Men. You know,
look, let me but I'm telling you the honest truth. Like, you know what she started doing? And then she tells me herself, "Oh, you should have never made me squirt." Like this,
sexorcist came out.
I literally don't talk to her. Like I'm not friends with her. She had a conversation with herself for over a year on my phone. So text me.
You fucked her once.
Nah, it was the third time, but the last time I fucked her was when she squirted.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, but I think she's crazy regarding the squirt. But I like to tie it in with the squirt because maybe if you didn't squirt, you wouldn't be so crazy about me. Because there's so many other people out there with better dick. Like, why are you know what I'm saying? Like, she made my life a living hell. She would call club promoters after I get booked because I post about it. She'd be like, listen, put them in this section. I don't want them with girls. And club promoters would call me like, yo, why your girls? I'm like, I ain't got no girl. What are you talking about? And I found out it was her. Like, the bitch was crazy. And
Who is she to like make that call?
I don't know. She's just a crazy bitch. And she know who she is. She probably watching this shit. I should have never made you squirt.
I'm dead. I can't.
It happened. I mean, it's probably not because of the squirting. She's really crazy, but.
Handcuffs or blindfolded?
Oh, wow.
Consensual.
No, obviously. Blindfolded.
Why did it take you that long to?
I don't know.
Why are you scared?
Nothing I do on her podcast show is right. There's nothing I can do right now.
That's a lie. You're here, and that's the right thing to do.
Okay.
We're getting to know you more, and this, I'm just warming you up. You know.
I've never been asked these questions. Just so you know
this is exactly why
Ever.
you're on my show. You're welcome. See what 5 years got you to invest in. Do you have a sex playlist? Are you into music, or are you just kind of like get the job done, especially nowadays? I mean, back then, let's say when you're in a relationship.
Yes, I did have a sex playlist.
Because now it's like whatever's going on, it doesn't matter. But you had a sex playlist.
Yes.
Are you an R&B?
R&B
what
guy.
kind of like, what is your like, what's the first go-to? What's the song that comes on that you know is going down?
112. Doom, doom, doom. Only, is it you? Only you? Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. I'm not gonna play it right now if you want me to.
No, it's okay.
All right.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe in you. All right, last card.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Hey, you don't
the last
know.
one. We don't know.
Hey.
The Ace of Hearts.
Ooh, look at that. I was so surprised. Tonio, do you think that would you consider yourself a romantic?
Oh, religious. Yes, I am. Religiously, yes.
So what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for a partner?
For Valentine's Day, I waited for her to get out of work and send her a message, different clues to where to go. I had her meet me at a certain location where a helicopter was waiting for us. Mind you, this is not even Tonio Skits. This is regular Antonio Ramos.
Ooh,
right?
the R's.
The guy that worked at T-Mobile. I did all this stuff with a T-Mobile check. Had a helicopter picked us up.
You listening, Private Talk? Because that means all of you guys could do the same thing if you're really in love with your lady.
Yeah, I was in love. Had a helicopter pick us up, and then they took it to the Keys where we had dinner. We had dinner, and then we crashed a wedding. There was a wedding going on, so the vibes were just crazy. Wedding, you know what I'm saying, love, whatever. And then I strategically picked that time slot because when we were going back, we watched the sunset from the helicopter. Watch the sunset. Then we get home. I already have flowers, rose petals on the floor. I had stairs in my apartment that led to the bedroom, and then on the bedroom I had I had her flowers, teddy bears, and lingerie. And then had to put it on, and then we had sex until we went to sleep. That was our Valentine.
Romantic, cute. What's the most romantic thing that's ever been done for you?
I know something's been done. I don't.
There's something out there. Look, men easily forget.
It's messed up, bro. Men are not really treated like that. And we should change that narrative because Valentine's Day is not only for girls, men like things too.
But Valentine's Day, I feel like, is the worst time if you only show your appreciation on that day. I think something should be done. I'm not a person who likes Valentine's. I appreciate it, but I'm not like this big overdone thing. Yeah. I think that it needs to be done throughout the time. So, I don't think it needs to be one holiday up. It's I don't know, appreciate. But I feel like
romantic
so it's vice
thing that was
versa.
ever done for me, romantic. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Do you have sex on the first date?
Do I have sex on the first date? It's happened.
Did you ever have a crush on a teacher?
No. I had a crush on this girl named Melissa Arroyo from kindergarten. And
Shout out, Alyssa.
Melissa Arroyo.
Oh, Melissa.
From kindergarten. No, we went to school. She was in my
Melissa.
first grade, second grade. Then I lost her third, fourth, fifth. Then we were in middle school again. And then I saw her in high school, but we never.
Melissa, if you're listening to this podcast right now, you should reach out. Tonio Skits is single. You may be the one that'll take him off the market. Who knows? He wants that old thing back, girl. Bring it back.
Well, I never had it, but yeah.
Hey, but in your mind you did.
Yeah.
If you still know her first and last name, then you ready.
Melissa Arroyo.
Favorite place to be kissed?
I don't have a favorite place to be kissed.
Favorite place to kiss a girl?
Outside of her boyfriend's house?
I can't with you.
I don't know.
Giving or receiving?
That's happened to me. Huh?
Giving or receiving?
During oral sex?
Yeah. Duh. What do you think we're giving? Not Christmas presents. This is Truth with Texas.
Both.
Yeah.
I like giving though. But both.
All right, let's talk about that story that you wanted to so badly tell us about, outside her boyfriend's house. Tell us what happened.
Oh, so...
I was going to finish off Truth with Texas for this.
All right, this happened here in LA. True story, and I even have the videos. I'll show it to you outside of this, but...
Receipts.
Some girl randomly...
Give us the tea, Tonio. Give us the tea.
Some girl randomly hits me up, like, yo, I want to work with you. I go to her page. I'm like, she's very pretty. She did some acting stuff there. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I invite her over one of those shoot parties, right? Because I have more people there. So she comes over. We're shooting.
Parties.
Yeah, like a shoot party. Like I'll have about 4 or 5 different creators. We all come in. Everyone comes with an idea.
Does anybody fuck at these parties?
No, okay. Nobody fucks. It's very professional. Especially when I came here to LA, I made the one thing I never did was I'm never gonna have sex with anyone that's in the industry. I didn't want to, because if you fuck up, something happens with this girl. She touched some other girl. I did not want that to happen.
Smart. Don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, exactly. So this girl, so she's a part of the whole situation. Very pretty girl, very pretty. Anyway, so I'm working, doing my thing. And I like everybody to be gone by 5. I want to be home alone by 5 o'clock. By 6, I start, editing or whatnot. And everybody left. She stayed. She just stayed for a little bit. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna edit our video?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll edit that one first." So we're upstairs in the loft. I'm editing the video. Cool, everything's up. We had a nice little conversation. That was it, and she left. That night, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and she calls me. Mind you, I just met her. that day at shooting. She calls me. She's like, hey. Oh no, she texts me like, yo, we're outside. She's like, oh, we're at such and such. You should come. I'm like, oh, I'm home chilling, whatever. Then she calls me. She's like, yo, I need you to come over here. The girls I was with just left me, and these guys, they just. I'm like, what? And she's on FaceTime. She's showing me. I'm like, yo, just call an Uber. She's like, I can't. I'm too drunk. I can't find. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right. I jump in my car. I go over there.
Captain Save-A-Ho to the rescue.
So, wait. No, I didn't. I Ubered over there. Yeah, I Ubered over there. All right, yeah, I Ubered over there. And I see her, and she was being honest because there was some guys over there trying to talk to her. She runs to me, oh my God, starts kissing me. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And she was like, no, I just want to tell you, like, I had this crush on you, and take me to your house. I'm like, I'm not taking you to my house. Like, I'm not doing that. It's not happening. No, take me to your house. And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, relax. And then
was it because she's part of the crew?
What crew?
Like your working crew. You said you don't shit where you eat. Is it because she was like,
nah, because she was drunk.
Okay.
Like she was like drunk. Oh, okay. So then I took out my phone and recorded that moment. And I'm like, yo, I can't. Like, she goes, yo, I just want to sit on your face. She's telling me that I recorded the whole thing. And I'm looking at my camera like, what? I'm like, listen, I need to take you home. And she goes, I'm like, give me your phone. And then she's giving me her phone. I'm like, where's your, I open up her Uber app and I'm like, is this your home? Because this is the last where you came from. She goes, yeah, bam. That's where we're going. Cool. I used her Uber app. Car comes. I get in the car with her. We're going to your house. So we're driving over there. We're in the car. So I'm taking my hand, put it on her. I'm looking at the Uber driver. She's like laying down. Her legs are open right here, taking my hand, trying to put it down there. I'm like, yo, get up. Like, you're going to regret it. I promise you. You're going to regret it. I'm telling you. So, and then whatever, nothing happens. She tried to get on top of me in the car, and I got the Uber driver looking at me. And like, I really wanted to, but like, I couldn't. So we get dropped off. I'm like, is this your building? She goes, yeah. So I'm walking her to the building. I'm like, so what? She goes, yeah, I live right here. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna call my own Uber and go home. And then she kisses me again. I record this again. So I have this recording too. And she's like, I'm like, so you good, right? You know how to get home? She goes, I don't live here. I'm like, what? She goes, no, my boyfriend does. I'm like, what? So basically, I dropped her off at her boyfriend's house and then went home.
She probably went upstairs and smashed the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. LA.
Deceitful bitches.
LA.
I think it's everywhere, but LA is a little bit more LA scandalous, if you do know what I'm saying. But thank you so much for coming on Private Talk. I see it wasn't that bad, Thank
you for having me.
Give us a little truth. Is there anything you want to ask Miss Texas? You've asked me a little something, but anything else you want to ask Miss Texas before we go?
I just want to be sure that you publicly say we're gonna work.
I publicly say, well, okay, I publicly announce Private Talk that I will do a skit with Tonio Skits. It will happen. I will.
Fellas, I got you.
His top 5, but I have to agree to it. He can't be crazy because it is still Miss Texas, and I am a queen and I am a boss, and yeah, that part.
No, you will maintain the queen that you are and the boss that you will always be.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please let us know where we can follow you, where we can support you, and all those great things.
Tonio Skits on all platforms. Tonio Skits, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And also I got a new show coming out on Fox. It's called TMZ Hip Hop. I'm a host on that. So that's actually starts on Monday. It's a daily show. We got filming like 30 episodes.
That's awesome. Congrats. Thanks. You again for taking the time to come on the couch. It was great getting to know you. Appreciate you. And until next time, Private Talk.